peek.
There isn't Coke in this. This is brown water. We don't have clean water.
There's a prank you can do where you take carbonated water and dump soy sauce in it. It looks just like Coke.
Oh, great.
Maybe that's what you're drinking.
How is that a prank?
You drink it thinking it's Coke and it's teriyaki sauce or whatever I said. Soy sauce.
I don't remember. You sure we're live? I don't see anything here.
I don't see it on here either.
Sure you did it?
I mean, yeah. We can double check though. Says live.
Alright, well.
Can't even see the chat right now. Did it pop up?
Yeah.
Aww. Got me to stand up.
There I am. Does it look sideways again? It always looks sideways.
You know the best dads get promoted to grandpa.
I didn't know that.
I know it too well.
I was one. Alright, I'm gonna need my health medicine. Yeah, that looks totally sideways.
Then fix it. Fawn's here.
Hi, Fawn. It looks like we're on a sinking ship.
Sorry, Fawn. It took me a second to get chat up because he was lying to me. Alright, let me pull up. Oh, I got a notification that we're live.
Better than nothing. Now that I know is sideways.
Oh. It looks good-ish. What's up with that? You're just staring at the same thing. List of garbage albums.
You should have to go by what the phone's doing. I would love to have a locked whatever.
Album.
That looks sideways.
Remind me, no, that'll spoil my list. I don't want to do that. I'll be quiet.
Now see that
Fawn made it! Yay!
that looks like it's not sideways, but that phone is definitely sideways. I'm having a microaggression.
I'm looking for this. I forgot how the beginning we had to do part 1 and part 2s because she's got like 20 songs on each.
Yeah, we just barreled through this time. I decided that when I heard most of those, I'm like, oh, I can burn right through these.
Yeah. That's the one. Okay. I'm going to say some stuff you're probably not going to agree with. But that's okay.
That's good for Granny.
Hello, Miss Carpenter's here.
Hi, Miss Carpenter.
Hi, Miss Carpenter.
Warmer today.
Yeah, I was actually getting hot in my room. I think because the sun's right on me. He said he wasn't going to write down his list, and so I decided not to write down my list, and now you got your little book out.
I just wrote it down. It took me 2 minutes.
It's evil. I'm going to be like...
Can you believe they only have 7 studio albums?
Yeah, that's only 7, like 3, 4, 5, 6. You sure?
Uh-oh.
Garbage 2.0, Beautiful Garbage, Bleed Like Me, Strange Little Birds, No Gods, No Masters. That's 6.
You forgot Strange Little Birds.
I said Strange Little Birds.
You forgot Not Your Kind of People.
I did. There you go.
Good thing it's the pre-show.
Yeah.
Still have a chance.
Don't worry, I wasn't in love with Not Your Kind of People. There's something. Yeah, there it is. Well, I think we'll survive. Got my songs. I don't even know if one of them will count.
I want to do the whole episode, but me wearing the headset.
Okay.
Think that'll work?
Yeah.
Think people will think that's cool?
No.
Oh, we'll have
But
a
you
laser.
can do it.
Should we have a laser thing?
Miss Carpenter kicked the cold.
Good.
Woo!
I heard a lot of people were sick.
Boop, boop, boop.
I heard COVID's making a comeback too.
They always are making a comeback. There you go.
There you
We're
go.
doing good, Miss Carpenter. He looks really cool right now. Can you see anything?
Nothing. It's total blackness.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it is so nice.
Okay.
Now if I could just figure out how to block the sound out 100%.
Well, then why do you want to do the show?
No, I just mean in general.
I don't want to hear or see.
Right.
But I want to talk about garbage. Yes, sir. I'll clean the house. Ooh, Fawn was cleaning and missed the show yesterday. Our last no
Oh, I
Pots, No
remember I
Masters.
talked to her.
Yeah.
I asked her if she'd clean here, and it was a quick no, not even a maybe.
Okay. I would have talked like contracts and stuff.
Right. No, it was a drop dead.
Yeah, okay. That sounds about right. How you doing?
Feels great. So good on my eyes.
Well, then just keep doing that. I don't care. You gotta at least talk to me, though.
You're looking very nice today.
Thank you. I tried my best.
You know, I can't see anything.
I know. I really need to shower tonight, so I know you're lying. I couldn't last night. I was too busy being a great guy. I was up till like 11 or 12 reading a play for Monday.
That's nuts, bro.
It was longer than I thought it was going to be. Thomas, what are you wearing on your head? Fawn says.
It's a VR headset.
Yeah.
It's so I can see the real world.
He's in the future. You're laser brain now. Hello, laser brain.
Is it time to start?
It's 101.
I got major lasers going on.
Oh, okay.
Gorgeous.
Fawn's laughing at you. Fawn thinks she looks silly.
Yeah, and it does look silly. I'll give you that.
Miss Carpenter says my son has one, Thomas, a VR headset.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's he got?
Baby, you are the sun.
That'd be cool. Maybe I left it over there. I can go pick it up.
Fawn says you're cool. Yeah. I said you could keep it on if you really wanted to.
It's not very professional. I was just having a goof.
A little gaff.
I love to goof. Well,
just shut your mouth.
I can hardly believe we made it to the end game. Lots of whatevers and some other things, and here we are. ... Now, we were supposed to be taking pictures today, and you were supposed to see a clean-shaven face for next week's show.
Well, you want to know the really good thing? Since we figured out how to do that cutout thing, we don't even need to be in the same room.
Really?
And if you want, I can even Photoshop a tux onto you.
No.
You really don't have to do anything.
No, I'm putting on the tux.
I have something that could kind of look like a tux.
Well, you could photo one on yourself if you want. You're the yawner, so
yeah,
you could do whatever you want.
I'll have a Sea Dog help me because, I don't know, Sea Dog doesn't yell at me when I'm trying to yawn.
Well...
No, yawn! No, like that!
Well, you look like... I don't know what you look like.
That was me yawning! Those were authentic yawns I was pushing out for you.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
But so anyway, I went to shave last night. I was all ready. And of course my razor died instantly. So I'm like, oh, well, we'll just plug it in and charge it up. Charger's nowhere.
We're doing that next week, right?
Yeah, but we need the pictures now.
Now?
Well, you
don't have a shaved face.
You show up. Oh, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Go use a lady's razor like a man.
Yeah, right. You have no idea what's going on here. Let me tell you something about men. They put important stuff in one place and it doesn't move. And then there's some other people. And no matter what, they got to move it.
You know that's just your roommate, right?
Yeah. No,
I put everything back where they belong.
Can I tell you something?
Whenever I take something, I take note of where it was and I put it back when I'm done with it.
There is a keyboard over there. A couple weeks ago, I got on there and it says, hey, your battery backup is dying. You better wake up and fix it. So I'm like, all right, well, yeah, that's pretty serious, right? So I go, and this takes a special kind of battery. I get the battery. I go put it out on the bar. Because in order to change the battery, I got to take that whole thing out there, flip it over, take it apart. And there's like 50 screws. And then get in there and swap it and do it. So I haven't done it yet. Table is covered in garbage. Whatever. Bar from one end to the other. All kinds of knickknacks and nonsense. I came over there to do it. I went over there. What is the one fucking thing that's missing?
Battery.
The batteries.
The batteries.
Out of all of that trash, those batteries could not stay there.
Yep. Where'd they end up being?
I had to go hunt them. I found them in a drawer, but the problem is that still the situation's not fixed.
Well, there you go.
So my friend said, "Oh well, I had nothing to do with it, so go kick rocks."
Yeah.
So I said, "Okay, well, I'll
I
have to
think-
go get a new one."
I think that's what's gonna happen with the razor.
They start at 100.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, that person woke up
Yeah.
and went, "Oh, you know what? I can find that."
Uh-huh.
Isn't that funny how that works?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty funny.
So that was my 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when I'm going to do that, but it needs to get done. I feel like maybe I'm underdressed for this final show.
Oh yeah, I didn't really dress up either.
Yeah.
I guess we did dress up last time.
Maybe I should put on something a little nicer.
Uh-oh.
Talk about your favorite garbage haircuts.
What?
Hey, you're a great ad-libber, by the
I
way.
don't know. I don't know what haircut garbage is.
You got all the ad-libbing talents of Roadkill.
It's great.
You didn't like that?
No. That's not dressing up. That's getting ready for the rain. Hi.
Hi, Riff.
Hi, Riff.
How's that riff?
How's your son doing? Fawn's broken pinky toe is healing.
Yay!
Miss Carpenter said her son is doing okay.
What was wrong with him?
All I know is Fawn asked, "How is your son doing, Adrian?" Blah. Miss Carpenter. We never got down to if it was Adrian or Adriana or.
I think it's Adriana.
But it's an E. I don't know. We'll go with Miss Carpenter.
Okay.
Was asking about the
Could be
son.
Adrian. What do you think?
True. Nobody knows.
All right. I spiffed it up a little bit there.
Nobody knew that Fawn.
Whoa!
You look like that chick from *Malignant*.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Good to hear, Adriana. Didn't know you broke it.
It's a little nicer. A little fancier.
I'm wearing my best dads get promoted to grandpa's shirt.
Put on a vest, see? Non-fancy.
It's me showing off my dicks.
You look like Roadkill.
Thank you. You gonna keep throwing roadkill out?
It was pretty good,
Oh, I wasn't really listening.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to myself.
Yeah. Well, that's why you said it again.
Yeah. I'll keep hitting it until I get a laugh.
Fawn broke the pinky toe last week, and it's better. Is healing. Yep.
I'll tell you right now, if I have a joke that I like,
Mm-hmm.
I will bury you in that joke until you like it. And sooner or later, I'll get you to laugh.
I'll probably laugh because you keep doing it.
Right. Because it
But-
gets so stupid and ridiculous
I'll
at
be
some
like-
point. Yeah, then you'll hate yourself.
Then I'll be like, "Are you ready to start? Are you done?"
Hello, Laser
lollygagging?
Brain.
Hello, Laser Brain. I did that like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
I know.
So
I
what?
know.
So what are we doing?
We agreed that we were gonna rank the garbage albums, and we were gonna give our top 5 songs.
We were?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing top 5 songs.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I can pull them out of the air.
I could probably as well.
Okay.
I got some.
I got a whole book full
One's
of notes
ready to
here,
go.
so I'm ready to go.
Oh, I don't got my notes. I just know which ones I liked.
So we going worst to first? As a friend of mine used to say.
Worst to first. I think we're gonna have the same worst.
Okay.
Do you want to bet money without
Mm,
knowing each other's lists?
Well, what am I taking? The no position or the yes position? We'll
Mm.
have the same.
What one do you want?
What are the odds? What does it pay?
$5 million.
Something tells me I have a hard time
Just take the
collecting.
bet, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So
What is your least favorite album?
do you want to go first? What? You know what I'd like to hear before we start that?
What?
Ladies, did you happen to listen to any of these records? Do you even have a thought on what was not for you? Because usually we're just sitting here gabbing. Do you know I had the best idea today?
What is the best
We were watching that Betamax tape
idea? That died at the end.
and made wisecracks throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That
'Cause
should
it's a
be the
great
show.
You can't do that. We already tried doing that.
We won't do it that way. I'll set the camera back here.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see the back of our heads and the screen. So it'll be all whatever. I bet we could try.
You can't do it.
I bet we could try.
It's
You
gonna
want-
take
let's-
down.
Let's bet on that.
It's gonna take our stream down. Because remember, we played 2 seconds of a documentary, and it was shutting it down.
It did?
Yeah. You don't remember that whole episode? The first 10 minutes you were complaining that YouTube was like not recommending your live anymore or whatever, and it was going to shut it down.
Oh, because of that. Yeah. I know what you're talking
So
about.
if you do that,
Well, the problem was I had it aimed just at the screen.
you think if it has us in it.
Well, it's the computer trying to figure it out.
So you know what we'll have to do?
We'll have to do it. I'll do a test show.
Test show, yeah.
Yeah.
Except we already watched the one episode we had, and I am not watching that pilot. So.
Why? There'd be plenty of wisecracks there.
I want to go to bed.
Ladies, do you find watching something and somebody wisecracking over it interesting?
Yeah, people love that at the movie theater, especially.
I'll bury you in my Shatner impression. You said I was doing pretty well. I did Shatner, Nimoy, and the Doctor, and Uhura, all in the same.
What?
I wasn't listening to myself.
I wasn't listening to you either. I was trying to like pinpoint what the point was, and I didn't get there.
Pinpoint the point. I like that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
write that down. Pinpoint the point. That's a good song
I was
title.
trying to get it.
You gave me one yesterday too.
Yeah, and it was really good. We better roll back and find out what it was.
You don't remember?
No.
Ladies, do you remember?
That's why you said you were gonna go make that song later that day,
And then
what
I said,
happened?
probably not. It's much easier to stare at the wall.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did.
Mm-hmm. Miss Carpenter is thinking.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shoot my number 7 because there's only 7.
There's 7. Okay.
What's yours?
No, I want to hear yours.
Strange Little Birds.
Boom.
I win.
No.
I took the tie. You took the
Nuh-uh.
non-tie.
Nuh-uh.
Strange Little Birds.
We both agreed there were many, many songs in this one we did not enjoy.
Yeah. I just, Strange Little Birds for me just doesn't do it. Yeah, there's only 2 stars in this whole pile. Maybe 3, it looks like.
I remember when I was first listening to it, I sent you a message saying, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this or something to that effect. That's the only time I've ever said that.
There's Magnetize.
The first
Well, see, a lot of these ones I like are all won me over.
Yeah, which isn't good. No, I definitely think Strange Little Birds is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Too strange.
Sorry.
And you had Strange Little Burns. What were your thoughts of Strange Little Burns?
We agreed. That's why I thought we were both going to have the same number 7.
Yeah.
Because it was...
It just was a misfire.
Yeah. I like it when Sarah back talks you and you do a comeback.
You would love being over here because it's all day long.
You taught me.
Even on the phone, text messages, it's all back talk.
You said I have to stand up for myself.
It's front talk, it's back talk, it's sideways
talk.
talk.
Sounds like Miss Carpenter would like watching our Star Trek commentary because that's all it is. Me criticizing your bits.
My bits are good. I was doing a whole dialogue riff and you were enjoying it.
I know. And then at the very end, just when we were going to figure out what happened, the beta died.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the tape near the end because I rolled it back and it was fine before that. So it's not the machine, it's the tape.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a spare coming. And then we'll get to finish it. But one of my wisecracks actually got you to laugh. And I know the kids say laugh out loud. You actually laughed out loud.
What was
then
it?
After you had
what
to
was
say,
the bit you did?
And then after you said, that was really funny.
Okay, what was the bit?
We were watching that one where Shatner is dating the hooker.
Yeah.
And
that
all
wasn't
of that.
Star Trek Today. I was talking
It's
about
Shatner.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
The kids and the wife have left, and he has to go over to the mother's house and beg for them to come back. The kid is sitting on the porch, and he's got a giant soccer ball. And as he's walking up, I go, hey, what do you got there? Baseball?
That was pretty good.
You couldn't stop laughing.
That is pretty good. As you were describing it, I realized what you were talking about.
You're laughing
That's
now.
Pretty good. It's good.
Okay, so that's a show.
It's funny. Well, you got to do that on Star Trek.
Well, I'll call it Trek, but...
Miss Carpenter says, I remember that Star Trek movie that was funny. Which one, Miss Carpenter? There was like 20. The whale one? That's the only funny one I can think of. Or was it when we were talking about that one Star Trek movie? And Miss Carpenter is saying that's funny. That could be true also.
Well, the hooker one wasn't Star Trek.
No, we talked about Section 31.
Oh God, there
Well,
was nothing funny about that.
I think Miss Carpenter might be saying our reaction to it was
Yeah,
funny.
that I felt like a POW after that.
Yeah.
That was gross.
Yeah. Fawn's staring at the light behind us.
That's what we do, right?
Yep.
You're bored by what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
We're bored too.
We gotta somehow incorporate the light. Maybe if you're doing the camera like that and you got the laser light or whatever, like right here, so we can see the laser while the show's going on and the back of our head.
Do you know how hard it is to move that laser back there?
Do you want an interesting show or no?
I don't think you know how hard it is. I'll let you do
Okay.
it, and then we'll see how long the laser lasts.
Oh, Miss Carpenter says the one with Khan was funny. Khan.
Oh yeah, I saw a thing with the director on that not too long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying Shatner was the only one who didn't show up for pre-production
Mm-hmm.
because he was shooting T.J. Hooker.
Yep.
He got to work with all the other actors and so the day one Shatner comes in there and he's way over the top, which that Khan line is way over the top.
Which is great.
Later, he had to get a hold of him in his trailer and say, listen, he said something like, I think it was Laurence Olivier said, never show the audience your top
Mm-hmm.
because once you do, there's nowhere else to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently Shatner did not like that
And he did his top the whole
because
time.
he does that quiet thing where he goes, oh, you're going to direct me? You're like, uh-oh. So what the director had to do finally was he would just sit there and let him do it
Mm-hmm.
and then say, okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And about the 15th one,
Until he ran out of energy.
he ran out of gas to do it. And then he realized what the director was doing, but he can't say no because it's in his contract.
Mm-hmm.
So then Shatner gave in. Finally said, okay, I don't want to do this 15 times.
And that guy knows.
I'll do what you want. And then that performance was his best one.
Miss Fawn says, I love watching all the Star Wars movies.
Mhm.
And Miss Carpenter says, love Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Remember Luke Shatner?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
He is good.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me your number 6.
My number 6. This one was a little tough. What was the one I forgot? Not Your Kind of People. Let's do that.
Okay. Why?
Because I completely forgot that one existed, so it must not have
I guess so,
penetrated.
right? That's the one they did after the breakup. Came back 5 years later
I mean, it wasn't bad.
or 6 years
There was
later.
a few little ditties on there.
Well, for 6, I've got No Gods, No Masters. I struggled with that one.
No.
It's just an opinion.
You want to know why I'm saying no? You gave like 4 stars to a bunch of songs.
I know, but that's because I gave one to a kind of shitty song.
Yeah, but what about the other ones? You gave stars to almost all
I thought
of
this
them.
was a safe space.
I don't like this. You're just lying.
You're a video bully.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. Listen, I had a hard time with that,
Mm-hmm.
where to put it, because I did like the record. But on a list of 7, something's got to go somewhere. So I've got No Gods, No Masters,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought, you know what? It's just not quite as good as the other 5.
I disagree.
Well, you're allowed to. That's why you're here.
I disagree.
All right. Do you have anything else to say? Then we'll go to number 5.
That's the one I didn't remember, so it's slightly better than not liking a bunch of the songs.
You
is not
remembered
remembering the songs.
No Gods, No Masters.
I'm not talking about that. I'm
What are
talking
you
about my
talking about?
list.
Yeah, which one are you? Your number 6 is what?
My number 6 is Not Your Kind of People.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And
Yeah.
You said that because
That's the one I don't remember.
that's the entire analysis?
The bottom,
Uh-huh.
songs I listened to and didn't enjoy.
Wait a minute. Where's the bottom?
Right here.
Shouldn't it be like down here?
Well, I'm building.
Shouldn't it be below the lens? There you go.
The bottom,
Yeah.
songs I listened to but didn't like.
Okay.
One above that, songs that didn't penetrate my brain.
Okay.
And then we'll see the rest.
I think I could make the case that the ones that didn't penetrate your brain are worse than the ones that you didn't like.
No, because I remember liking 1 or 2 of them. For the most part,
But at least you got an emotional response out of them.
this was a safe space.
It is. I'm asking you to think about it just slightly different.
I am telling you my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the last day for Garbage, Thomas and Sarah? Yeah.
This is the end game.
Well,
It was until we found out they're working on another album that will be out later this year.
but this is going to be our finisher for now. Similar to Duran Duran, if they ever release another album, there's always a continuance
You'll get an
possibility.
addendum for the Garbage record, and you'll get a which songs were good and which weren't.
Yep.
And then you'll get a where it places
In our ranking.
in the 8.
Yep.
Does it rise above or is it the worst?
Did our rankings change since this list? That could be interesting.
Oh,
okay.
you can do it. I'm pretty happy with this locked list.
All right.
Could change, I guess,
I
the
gave
more
you
I
my
listen
list.
to No Gods. But yeah, okay. So let's go to number 5 then. What number is 5? Top 5. That ain't bad.
Yeah. I'm just looking.
Of course, it's out of 7, but
What's yours? I'm curious.
Not Your Kind of People. I put that number 5. I like this record.
Not me.
I do. I thought this was a very good comeback record.
Okay.
But if you notice, my bottom 3 are all post breakup.
Which I don't agree with.
I'm just saying
That's
that's
fine.
what I have. I have all the ones that came after the breakup
Mm-hmm.
are in the bottom.
Because you're an oldie kind of guy.
No, it's just
Yeah.
it's just the kind I thought
You
about.
don't like things new and strange and different.
No, I do. I really like No Gods, No Masters. But the problem is it was front loaded with trash.
No.
Huh?
It's my safe space. That's you.
That's not a safe space comment.
I think it is.
That's when somebody's giving you your opinion and you take a baseball bat to their head.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's not a space.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why I like a lot of the songs on Not Your Kind of People. And I
Mhm.
think they did a good job. What is your number 5?
Bleed Like Me.
Okay.
I looked at the song list.
hmm
There are a few good ones. I looked back at my notes. Most of them I said they were okay, in my opinion. So if you go back to that video of me talking about Bleed Like Me, it's good. It's average. I think that's good for number 5. Okay, let's do this again. Listen to the songs but didn't like them. Songs didn't penetrate. Were okay.
All right.
What do you think about that?
I can make the argument that the ones that didn't penetrate are worse than the ones that you hated because at least you got an emotional response.
No, because if I don't like a song, I don't want to listen to it. If I don't remember it, I could listen to it again and re-experience it.
But at least you had a feeling. Isn't blasé worse than anger or happiness? I'm just
No.
asking. Okay.
I got my list. This is my list.
Hey, take it easy. I'm asking you. I'm
You're
asking you to
attacking
think
my
outside the
list.
bun.
I'm gonna need to do this list a few times just to remind you.
I hate Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
The people that I really don't like, I just don't even remember.
Yeah.
But she's especially annoying.
But you remember and you're angry. Wouldn't you put her at the bottom of your list?
I'd put her in another planet.
Negative?
I'd drop her in the sun.
Negative, neutral, slightly above neutral.
There was a Simpsons episode where it was the end of the world and
Mhm.
all of the annoying people were on a space shuttle into the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Homer Simpson. He didn't like that he was on there. And it was
Yeah.
also Tom Arnold.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who else.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Urkel. Somebody like that.
Yeah.
It's a good
Something like
bit.
that. Mm-hmm.
All right. So should we go to the top 4 then?
Yeah, okay.
Have you said everything you need to say?
Yeah.
All
I've
right.
explained my list at least 50 times.
All right.
to you.
Take it easy. We haven't
Mhm.
heard your whole list.
Well, I've explained my thought process 100 times.
Oh, I saw the smoke. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your number 4? Now we're starting to get to the cream.
No Gods, No Masters.
Mm-hmm. So that one jumped up for you.
I put that one above those other ones.
Right.
Because our discussion yesterday enlightened me. There was many songs on there that I enjoyed. And there were a few good points you made.
Thank you.
So I rose it to number 4.
Nice.
Facts.
Okay.
Yep.
I agree with that. I think there's a...
Miss Carpenter loves Sheryl Crow.
Well, that's probably why she made some money.
Yeah.
So people love it. For some reason, her voice annoys me. Her songs annoy me.
Mm-hmm.
And her whole aura annoys me. She just
Mhm.
annoys me. I don't know why.
But that's personal opinion.
It is. It's just something I can't define.
It is.
I can't define it.
Well,
Some people just rub you the wrong way.
okay. Cool.
Like, who those guys have walking? You might as well be walking on the sun. Remember that song? What the hell are they? Bare Naked Ladies, I think, is the name of them. It was sort of the late 90s, early aughts.
Are you able? Sorry, I got back on that Star Trek idea you had earlier.
Mhm.
Can you do audio commentary
Yes.
like a director would do, except it's just us?
You
Or is that
couldn't-
against the rules?
Why not?
Because you're showing film.
They would have to, number one, we are so small, they would have to the computer would have to flag it. I don't think it could.
Okay.
Then it's going to be the back of our heads. So the computer's going to be like, well, I don't know that show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess they could get their panties in a wad, but, they just sold Paramount. The people in charge aren't watching that.
I would be very interested to see a test of this.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Nothing happens to us, and the video doesn't go away. It just isn't shown.
If you wanted to do a test tonight, I wouldn't be opposed. Because I'm not going to be back next weekend.
You're not?
No. You said people were coming.
They're coming on Monday.
Yeah. I thought you wanted me out of there.
I want you out of there Monday. We do what you like, but I just told these people we had a new show next Saturday. Like, you were going to be on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were okay with that.
Well, I didn't know it.
But
I am okay with it.
I think I even told you when you told me the guys were coming, and I was like, oh, I'll just play it safe. And
I was just trying to get all your garbage out of there. Get it?
Get it? Whatever.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it if you want to do that at 6:15. Oh, no. Yeah, there is no opportunity to do that later
Why?
today.
What'd
Unless
you
you want
do?
to do it right after this show.
What did you do?
My friend's here tonight.
Oh, doesn't work?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I very much forgot about that. How do you like them apples?
I think we'll have to put a pin in this idea.
That's a
Or
shame.
we could do it after the show.
We could do a test after the show, not like a full one.
Okay.
What do you
Let's
think
do that.
about that? I want to see if we get flagged. That's what I'm very curious about, because that'll take that idea right out of the water.
But we'll know within a week when it's time for the next show.
Yeah.
So it won't matter. We're not wasting any energy.
Okay. We should figure out how to do it online.
What do you mean by that?
Zoom call? They can't flag a Zoom call. Live stream? Screen record?
Well, they could flag a
You know, like a podcast? They sit there with the little microphones and they
right, but they
watch
usually
the show
they
and
usually
talk
do a
about it.
clip, right? They don't usually show the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know how you work around that.
Plus, the
YouTube
image
didn't contact
the image
me.
and audio is going to be so bad because it's playing off beta too. It's not like
Yeah,
a digital
that's
copy.
true.
I don't think they're gonna.
I think it's like a 50-50 shot.
I think the audience is mostly going to hear our comments and not the whatever.
You know what? Let's do a $5 bet.
Okay.
I think that we're gonna get flagged.
Okay.
And you do
You
not
mean
think we'll get flagged.
where I get you have been something copyrighted, whatever.
You need to
But
stop soon.
there are two different kinds of those. There is
Okay.
one that says this video is now blacklisted. You can see it, no one else can. And there's also one that says you acknowledge that someone else owns this content and they get the money for the stream. I call that a win because there's no money anyway.
Yeah. I think if
Well, there's also they don't flag it at all. There's three possibilities.
I think you win 2 ways and I win 1 way.
Right. And you're saying blackballed.
I'm saying blackballed.
You got yourself
$5
a bet.
bet.
$5.
$5.
I'm going to enjoy this
We'll
$5.
do it right after this show.
I'm going to piss this $5 away on trash.
You can even turn the pilot on. We'll test it that way.
Who do you hate? I'm going to send the $5 to him.
Me.
That's a good answer, actually.
Yeah.
So we're at number 4, right? What did you have?
I don't know. No Gods, No Masters? Wasn't that what I said?
Oh, you did say that.
Ah, okay.
I wasn't listening.
Okay. I know.
My number 4 is Bleed Like Me.
Oh.
This is the one where I didn't really give this a shot back in the day. And then when I
Mhm.
was listening to it a couple of times, I'm like, you know what? I skipped over this because it wasn't one I wanted at the time. But this is actually a really good record.
I
This is filled with good songs.
The only album so far that has been like super off from each other has been No Gods, No Masters. That's the
Right.
one that's like far away. Everything else has been like kind of one off.
Well, we absolutely know that Strange Little Birds is not right.
Facts. Straight up.
But that's my reasoning for Bleed Like Me. There's too many good songs on that record.
Thought it was okay.
Well, it's number 4. It's not the best,
Well,
but it's underrated.
well, that bodes well for what's left.
Okay.
A lot of the oldies.
Well, what's your number 3 then?
You give yours while I do it. Just
People,
quick peek.
you're seeing the brain right now
Shut up.
trying to reach for the answer. It's being made up at this point. Mine's written on paper, so it's real.
Okay, I got it. Version 2.0.
Wow. Okay. Tell me why.
I just did a little skim of the songs to see if anything stuck out to me. And I know some of my favorite songs are on Beautiful Garbage. So that's not going to be it. Then I took a peek at the original Garbage album. I'm like, there's too many songs that get stuck in my head so much. So what does that leave? 2.0.
2.0. So songs like, I'm trying to think what's on 2.0. Special. I thought you were special. I want you to know.
Top 3 isn't bad.
When I grow up, I'll be stable. You
But
like
those are
that?
not the songs I think of when I think of Garbage.
You
So
look so fine.
it can't be number 1 or number 2.
It wasn't number 1 crush on that one too? Da, 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 da.
It's great.
I will die for you, make cheese for you, wash the floor for you, till I eat
Is your number
out
3 the
all
same?
your brains.
What's your number 3 then? If you're
My
so
number
smart?
3 is Garbage 95. You would
The
call
original?
it the debut album, yes.
Why?
Well,
The original album has so much good on it.
it has excellent stuff. Stupid Girl, it has.
Yeah, that song stays stuck in my head.
uh,
I'm only happy when it rains.
great tune. Queer is on there,
That's good.
and some other ones. But that's where I put Garbage 95. I put it at number 3 because I think they have 2 records that are better than that one.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's laughing at your singing, by the way.
Well, it's the best I can do.
I just wanted to point that out. What was that?
I was thinking about taking a drink because of my throat, and I'd probably sing better, but
No.
then I thought, who cares?
Yeah, you read about that.
So that's why I put Garbage 95. My top 3 could have been all rearranged, but so I had to
Yeah.
really do a brain dig. And I said, which one has the better songs that I like? And Garbage 95 is number 3.
See, that's how I felt about putting 2.0 at number 3. I know you really like 2.0. So
2.0 is good.
You like 2.0.
I'm. By the way, I don't care that it's number 3 on your list. I'm just trying to probe the reason.
Well, it couldn't be the other 2, so it had to be this one. That's what it came down to. That's
Right.
usually how I pick number 3.
Right.
Yeah, Miss Carpenter says early Garbage is the best. Yeah, I think that's...
It looks like our lists are showing that.
Yeah. Okay, what...
But that's not to dismiss the others, because only one of them I think is unworthy. The other 2 have songs I would put on a greatest hits CD.
Fonz BRBing us.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
She's at
We missed our number 2.
she's at an Airbnb.
Yeah.
So well then give me your number 2 then, weirdo.
Garbage.
Right. Garbage. What's your number 2?
Garbage.
Right. But what's your number 2?
Garbage.
Yes, this is Garbage Endgame. What's your number 2?
Garbage.
Right.
We could just do this for another 3 hours.
I could do it.
Yeah.
Could you?
I don't know about that.
Okay, why is Garbage 95 your number 2?
The reasons I stated previously why I was upset you put it at number 3.
Okay. That wasn't very far off, by the way.
Yeah, but...
You were shocked,
Yeah, because there's so many good ones in there.
but you blurted out. Why?
Yeah. There's so many good ones in there.
Doesn't the Garbage 95 have Milk too?
Does it have milk? Let me see. Yes.
I'm waiting.
Facts.
I'm waiting for
Yeah, come on, that's a great
you.
one.
Ba, ba, ba. Yeah,
That's great stuff.
excellent.
I think that's why it earned number 2 status.
Hmm. Well, for number 2, I've got version 2.0, and it's pretty obvious why. That
Oh,
that
then I know
record
who you have for number 1.
that record is a singles machine.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that aren't singles are excellent as well. And even B-sides on there are excellent as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Nearly perfect.
I put it up there.
Well, I
think,
did. Number 2.
I think the trilogy is like Garbage, 2.0, then Beautiful, and I'm sort of looking at my top 3 as those ones in my
Mhm.
eyes. And then just below that, you got No Gods, No Masters, and then there's like the.
So you really responded to No Gods.
Yeah.
If the first few songs weren't so bad, I probably would have been there.
Well, yeah. I liked some of the starting songs. So.
Okay. Well, so that's why you had it higher.
Yeah, probably. Okay, then I guess we know where we land.
Okay.
On number 1, we have the same one.
Beautiful Garbage?
Beautiful Garbage.
Well, how do you like that? I win. You owe me $10.
Why?
You said we wouldn't have the same one as number 1.
No, I did not.
I
Play back the footage.
I would say to you, play back the footage.
Oh, Miss Carpenter says Fawn's got to make sweet tea. That's why they beat us.
Oh, she drinks sweet tea? I thought she said just regular hardcore stuff.
Mm. So we have the same least favorite and the same favorite. How about that?
Yep. So that's a pretty good indicator of what we like.
Yeah.
So Beautiful Garbage. Why is that number 1?
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It has.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks.
It has like my favorite Garbage song of all time on it. So I think that.
Don't say what it is.
I know, but that I straight up should puts it up on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I can think of at least like 5 or 6 songs from these right off the bat that got stuck in my head after I listened to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and stuck in your head's a good thing?
Yeah. It's like I'm singing it later that day after I've heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of these titles, I could start getting into it right now, but I won't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like it. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. And they should also say something. Sea Dog, most of the songs that made it to their playlist are from this album.
Mm-hmm.
So,
there's no question this is their best record.
Yeah. And an outsider sources said so.
And I think it was like triple platinum.
It's great.
So it sold a shit ton of copies.
So we are not. Oh, Fawn says I had to feed the outside cat.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You know what we call the outside cat, right?
Poppins?
Pre-roadkill.
Oh.
Beautiful Garbage. I don't think there's a bad song on that record.
I think there was one I didn't like, but that's fine.
Which one? Okay.
I just remember not liking one of them.
They're all good, but there are several on here that are
legendary.
Yes, they're far and away higher than anything else they'd ever done.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's why I said my favorite song is on that one.
So it has to be number one. And it's not that close. I had a hard time with version 2.0 and Garbage 95, but
yeah, we were just swapped on that one.
There was no way it wasn't going to be
But we agreed
Garbage.
that the top 3 was those first 3 albums.
Yes. We just rearranged them a little bit.
Yeah, so that should mean something.
It does. I think it means a lot.
Yeah.
I think it means we're right and everybody else is wrong.
Yeah.
That's $10.
No. I just like giving high fives and handshakes.
So should we talk about, I mean, I could list off all the songs that are great on Beautiful Garbage, but just get the record. They're all great.
Let's pick 5.
Okay.
I'm going to put them in no particular order.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Well, just because I like to go through and I like to pick like 1 or 2 songs from each album I really enjoyed. And I think that is a signifier of my favorite.
Okay.
If I'm able to think of it without whatever. I already know. I'll reveal. I do know one of them is above all of them.
Okay.
Do you want to hear that one first? Or?
No, I want that one last.
Ooh.
What is your number 5? And since you don't have an order other than your number 1, let's just hear what...
You see, I could say almost everything on Beautiful Garbage, but I'm not going to.
Well, that's the hard part, right?
Yeah. Let's pick a No Gods, No Masters songs, because
Okay.
I like that one. Since this is a cover, I'll put it the lowest on my list.
Okay.
Starman.
Yeah, they did a good job with that,
I
right?
really enjoyed that.
Can't take my top 5 because
That's gonna be
they didn't write it, but
so we're not talking top 5 favorite garbage songs. I'll put that one at my number
you can
5.
pick, yeah, you can pick Starman. There's no rules.
Starman's number 5. Number 1 is the one I'll review later.
If I give a list of top 5 and I've picked a cover that you've done, that means that your other songs aren't so good.
Can I got another question. That's kind of breaking the rules. It's a song not on the albums, but one we talked about.
Yeah, garbage, period.
Okay.
This isn't an album.
I'll put this one as my number 2 then. I'm already making
Okay.
a list without even
All right.
trying.
Take it easy.
So 5, Starman. What about you?
So I'm going to say You Look So Fine from version 2.0. That, because of the way it's written and the way it sounds and the way it's sung, that has to be up here near the top.
I forgot one of the songs is called Get Busy with the Fizzy.
I don't remember that being that great, though.
That's funny. I remember it not being great, but that's a funny title. Can you at least say that?
Yeah.
So that's your number 5, and are you ranking these, or are they in no particular order?
No particular order, but I'll give you the number 1 that I think is the best song.
Well, I've got a number 5, a 1, and a 2.
Okay.
Is what I've learned.
Go ahead, give us a 4.
4, once again, no particular order. I think it's got to be something from that first album. Only Happy When It Rains.
That is a great tune.
What can I say?
That's got a groove that never dies.
Before I even started listening to these albums, I knew that song, and I jammed out to it. So I think it would be dishonorable not to have it on the list.
And amazing that the record company said, no, we can't release that as a single.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Can you believe that?
That's great.
This shows you what they know.
Yeah. Can you do Queer for me?
The queerest of the queer.
That was really good
too. The lamest of the lame.
I think I gotta give it to Only Happy When It Rains, though.
Okay. I think that's a better song than Queer, yeah.
Yeah, but I do really like Queer also, but it's not gonna make my list.
Okay.
You're Queer.
Well, there's only 5, so.
Yeah. It's not gonna make my top 5. But I can say I like it.
That's fine.
Easily my 6. Okay, what was your number 4?
I'm gonna put Cup of Coffee.
Oh, you like that one a lot.
I do. I think it's really good. She put all her emotions out on that, and it deserves to be acknowledged.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's all you got?
Well, I mean, the song speaks for itself, and you can listen to the episode where I go on and on about it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I guess we don't have to really justify.
I don't know what you could have left. Nothing was left on the table with that song.
Mm-hmm.
That was all of it. Everything you got. All of her innards sung beautifully.
I don't think there's one.
And then the music.
There's not one song on Strange Little Birds I can think of.
I'd have to look at the list.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's something. There was kind of that one, right? Oh no, I'm thinking of the other one. Yeah, you're right. I can't think of one thing on Strange Little Birds.
I'm trying to find something that matches. You know what? I can pick multiple songs from Beautiful Garbage. Screw you. I am gonna go Silence is Golden.
Well, that one's I think you would like Juliana Hatfield.
I like that one. That was one I was raving about when we first talked about it. I think that should make my list. And it's not a single, so I feel like I need to kind of have a sleeper on my list, in a way. Around the middle, 3, 4. I think that, what did I say? That was 3.
See, my problem is there are so many songs I'd like to mention.
Yeah.
But
you got to pick your top 5.
There are so many that are on Beautiful Garbage that I could stick around there. I
well,
could probably pick them all from there.
I know. That's why I am like, I'll pick, I think I have 2 from Beautiful Garbage on my list, which is fine. I think that aligns with the rules that we created.
Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, I could even throw up Candy Says, even though that's a cover that's out of that session that is amazing.
I threw in a cover in my list. You can do one. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll put it as number 6 because I'm not going to do a cover. But
I did my cover as number 5.
What's your number 3?
Didn't I just say that?
What'd you say?
Silence is golden.
Oh, you did. Yeah. Okay. So what do you like about that?
That's a great song. Well, I gave you my whole explanation. I said I feel like there should kind of be like a non-single sleeper garbage song on my list that I really enjoyed.
Mhm.
And I remember listening to Silence is Golden many times, and it made my personal playlist.
Mhm.
So,
And it rocks.
and it rocks.
I mean, it's all guitar.
I like it. I like rock.
Cool.
So what have we said so far?
On your list?
Anybody's list. What did you say on yours?
I said cup of coffee. I said something else. What was
it? You know what? We'll just watch the tape back.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember either.
Because I didn't write them down. I forgot we were doing this.
Thank you, Miss Carpenter. I saw Miss Carpenter's throwing hearts our way.
So I said cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And what else did I say?
You said a bunch of weird ones that I didn't remember, if I'm being honest. It's fine. We can listen back another time.
Sure, I have it here.
People are probably listening to us.
So like a rose, didn't I say that? No, I said you look so fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look so fine.
Although So Like a Rose could absolutely be
You're
on
just
there.
picking beautiful garbage songs.
Well, what am I supposed to do? You wanted the top, right? But
What am I
my
supposed
number
to do?
one is not off Beautiful Garbage. How do you like that?
My number one is on Beautiful Garbage.
There you go. So I'm going to pick for number 2.
Number 2, Deuce.
I'm going to pick Nobody Loves You. That's how good that song is. It rises to number 2.
I don't even know which one, what album is that on?
It's on Beautiful Garbage, and it's that one where by the end it sounds like she's being...
oh yeah, you like those
she's
Ascension
like having
ones.
a mental breakdown in the end of the song.
Fawn's also throwing hearts our way. Let's thank the crowd.
You could also see her just soul floating out of her body and up to heaven.
Okay, I remember what my number 2 is, because
Okay.
I'm breaking the rules.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're ready?
No, but go ahead.
The World Is Not Enough.
You know, I didn't even think of that. If we were doing James Bond themes, certainly.
I think that's the top garbage song, number 2. I think that is an outstanding song.
It is. You're right.
The video for it uplifts it too.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything about it is outstanding. So I'm going to say The World Is Not Enough is number 2. That's why I asked if it was okay if I could do one that wasn't on an album, but it was garbage.
Right. And I didn't even think of it, but that probably would have made my top 5 if I had thought of it.
Yeah.
That's how good that
You can
tune
change
is.
your list.
And especially for a James Bond, that's a high bar. So to be, and I've told you, I think that's number 2 or number 3 all time for James Bond.
Yep.
I just can't decide between Paul McCartney and garbage.
Well, there you go.
Well, I think I'd probably rather listen to them than the Paul McCartney one, but the Paul McCartney one is pretty good too.
The World Is Not Enough is my number 2.
Okay.
Ow.
So go ahead and give us your number 1, and then
You didn't give your number 2.
Sure I did.
What'd you do?
I just gave it to you. It was Nobody Loves You.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I let you go first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
So I'm letting you go first. What's the number 1 garbage song?
Androgyny.
I'm shocked by that. That one's probably my least favorite on the Beautiful Garbage record. Which is not bad. I mean, it's a album full of cream, but I'd put that one...
Shut up.
Well, listen, that's what I'm telling you, right?
I've been holding on to that one this whole time as my favorite.
What's so good for
garbage
you?
song.
It's on the album.
I listen to that song a couple times a week.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it would be sacrilege not to have it as my favorite.
Well, the one I have is sacrilege not to be number 1, so I will give it to you when you're ready. After you tell me why Androgyny is so good, other than you listen to it every day.
I listen to it. It is so catchy. I am constantly singing it. Everyone around me always is a huge fan of it, so it makes me popular. It makes for great tunes. I'm always in the mood to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's catchy.
Do you think you'll ever get sick of it? That's actually, you know what? That's actually pretty interesting because it sounds like you got something out of this
Yeah. I never heard of
garbage
that song.
review. That's what I mean.
Never heard that
which is
song.
why I picked Garbage, because I thought you would like something in there.
So
And
your
now it
dream,
turns out
your dream came true.
that's one of your lifelong songs.
You could mention it around Sea Dog. Sea Dog buddies know that song now. Like
Mhm.
I've expanded that to my friends.
You have poisoned the minds of Gen Z.
Yeah, I did it.
Now they're Garbage
I
fans.
finally did it.
And maybe they'll check out something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll watch the video.
Maybe they'll do.
All right, so I'll give you my number one.
Okay.
And it had to be number one.
Is it going to be one that I know?
Sure.
Okay.
This is not the number one song ever in the history of music above everything else,
Mm-hmm.
because there can only be one Scoop-de-Whoop.
Mm-hmm.
So
that.
it's not that.
Yeah.
But the number one Garbage song on my list is Godhead.
Let me investigate here.
Okay. Godhead.
You put Godhead?
Yep.
A song from No Gods, No Masters?
Yep. It's probably the number 2 all-time best song ever written.
Just because of that one line?
Yep. That's how much I
And
appreciated
it ranked
that
so
line.
low on your list. It has your second favorite song of all time, and that album ranked so low on your list.
Well, it wasn't that low on my list.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. What was it?
Number 5, I think.
That's low. Out of 7?
Well, no, it was number 6.
Yeah, out of 7.
Okay, well, listen.
I've never
I
heard
told you
anybody
that
have-
record was front-loaded with garbage.
I've never heard of someone having their second favorite song, best song of all time, and the album itself is not raised up by that.
Well, because I couldn't even tell you what was on the Kanye album other than that song. I couldn't tell you, but Scoop-de-Whoop, Scoop-de-Poop
Mm-hmm.
cannot be beaten, and Get Off My Tits is right behind it.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta respect it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you
So
happy
that's
with
it.
that?
That's all I
our
gotta say about
5
Garbage.
songs, and we ranked our albums. We're not far off.
I don't think so.
We were totally different on top 5 songs, but we were pretty close on albums.
Because it's such a
wide.
yeah, and I
And
probably
you
if I
like
sat
slow
down.
songs, and I don't. I like guitar. You don't.
Sure, I do.
Miss Carpenter is telling us to fight.
We can't fight.
She's doing fight, 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 fight.
We can't.
Well, Miss Carpenter, if you enjoyed our stream, we're about to have one right after this once we figure out some stuff.
Yeah, what time? Oh, yeah, we got time to do it.
We got time to
We'll
do
give it a try.
our $5 bet.
All right.
I think we're
What are we
gonna-
calling the show?
It's just a test.
It's got to have a name. You want to just use the Alpha Male Beta Max moniker.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
It's a great name.
thank you.
Alpha Male Beta Max.
Yep.
It's so stupid. When I saw
Why are you? Why do
when-
you laugh and
when
smile
I saw
every
you
time?
live with that, I went to see that. I'm like, look at what he's doing. And she didn't get it because she didn't know what beta was at first, but then it was got.
See?
But I think I'm gonna be getting $5.
Okay. Well, let's find out. So we're going to cut this short, everybody. And with
Mhm.
short, I mean an hour, because we're opening up with another show.
We are
It's
going
filled
to
with
test. Test.
Wisecracks.
It's not even a real show yet. It's got to be tested.
Alpha Male, Beta Max, ST Pilot without Shatner.
That's gonna suck. And if we get blacklisted, that's it. We're done. I don't have to watch the rest of the pilot. My punishment.
Oh, you think you're going to get kicked off in the middle of it? That's never going to happen.
Oh, I think.
I'm already counting that 5 then.
No. If at some point it blacklists us, it does that black screen and it says that stuff like you need to stop showing copyright material.
Ooh, no.
No.
Unless they actually pull it from the live feed, that
I'm not gonna do that. I'm talking about the black screen thing.
the message means nothing.
Yeah, it does. It says stop.
It says stop. You could be showing. Here's how you win.
Okay.
You are
Miss Carpenter says to go for your knee.
you're in violation of copyright.
Mm-hmm.
We are taking this down so no one can see it. That is a loss. Anything short of that is a win. Because I don't care if I have to acknowledge that it's owned by someone else and they get all the
But
money.
oh yeah, I don't care about that. But if they say we are not showing your stream to anybody,
If
that's
the
a win
live
for me.
stream switches off,
But sometimes it'll still do the live stream, but then it just won't show it to anybody. That's being blacklisted. That's being shadow banned.
well, then they would tell you.
Yeah, they're gonna say it on the screen. If it
But
says
that
I
little
win.
thing that came up last time that told me to stop, it just said you could be, and I didn't want to play with it. It didn't throw me off.
It said it was going to.
No, it did not.
You know what? We'll have a vote.
Okay.
If you guys come to the test, Fawn, Miss Carpenter, you will decide based on what message we get. If we get a message,
they'll decide and when it's gone.
No, I'll read the message and then we'll decide who wins.
No, it's got to be gone.
How about I ask your roommate?
My roommate doesn't even know what you're talking about. Would have no clue what copyright is and all that other stuff.
Well, you know what? How about we just get there when we get there?
Well, but I'm not paying up unless the live stream disappears or later the video disappears, the playback. Because if I get a message saying copyright and we're just going to take all the money, I win.
Yes. But if they say copyright, you need to stop or we're not showing your stream to anybody, I win.
But then we'll get feedback saying, hey, nobody can see your stream, it died. And we'll have it somewhere, probably on the iPad.
Okay.
So we'll know. You won't no longer
Bye,
be able
guys. I'm getting my $5.
You'll no longer be able to watch it on the iPad. And
I'm buying myself a Sam's Club lunch.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, alpha male.
Uh-oh, I can't do it.
Uh-oh.
It's still blocking.